We should be live, going live on the Web20 Ranker page. Bucky's getting us shared out to the Facebook groups and YouTube. Welcome, everyone. My name is Mike Milas. I will be your host today on the SEO Vault. This is episode 181, and with my co-hosts here today, Bucky and Sophie. Thank you for joining me. We are here today to analyze all the recent SEO news, filter out industry noise, and talk candidly about what is currently working in the SEO industry. Also, just a reminder, if you are looking for help with any of your campaigns, linking strategies, we have free audits and recommendations at web20ranker.com. And if you aren't aware about the SEO Spring Training event coming up, be on the lookout for that. Sophie will tell you a little more about that in a bit. Today we got some brand updates, some good fun SEO news. Bucky has a ton of news. Actually, he was telling me before we got on. And remember, if you missed any of the previous episodes, you can find us on YouTube or any of your favorite podcasting platforms. So go ahead, subscribe, click the like button, whatever the thing is you can do where you're at. Do the thing.
Do the thing.
Support. Do the thing.
Do the thing with the share thing.
And that's it. Welcome to another exciting episode. How's everybody doing today?
Never better, buddy. Never better.
Bucky looks like he's
here.
to do some golf.
This is my golf
look like
shirt.
you're about ready to hit the with the baseball hat. It's definitely works for you.
Who's coming with me?
I would, but I'm not like very good. I mostly like to drive around in the cart and drink beer. That's like my favorite part of the golf game.
Yeah, we call it cart
Maybe
golf.
have a cigar. You what?
I said, yeah, we call it cart golf.
Oh, cart golf.
Where you do zigzags across the fairway until you finally get to the flag.
I used to work at a golf course, and I took care of the golf carts. Like when we would hand them out to the people and bring them back, clean them off and stuff. And we get bored, we'd like just go zooming around the golf course. You'd lift up the seat, take a little thing and shove it in the engine to take off the governor. So you could like start going like 35 miles an hour. We'd be flying off of hills and stuff.
You can go 35 miles an hour for about 20 minutes, and then your battery.
I definitely got let go from that job for not being the most efficient worker. It's like we definitely, it was a great time.
Nice. Awesome sauce. We are live on YouTube as well.
Yay, YouTube. Hello, YouTube.
Well, hang on. What is going on?
Did we get shared out in the groups, local client takeover, SEO community?
Yes, got us shared out. I don't know what's going on with YouTube though. I've got that like going live banner. I think I'm just gonna remove it.
Stuck.
Maybe OBS is messing with me.
Oops. Accidentally clicked the unmute button on my browser. Start getting some feedback there. Oh, look at send stars to Web20 Ranker on Facebook.
Send us some stars. I don't know what it means, but
it literally says send 200 stars to see your comment here.
All right. Well,
can you see my comment? Can anyone see my comment? I just commented on the Facebook.
But you didn't send
But I wonder if it's literally like in this bubble right here that's like floating at the bottom. I wonder if that stays at, so like I could have my, yeah, okay. So I mean, well, Web20 Ranker can see it. That doesn't mean much.
I can see it.
Good old Facebook.
Oh wow, we got live captions on here too. That's cool.
Oh yeah, they're just displaying right over Sophie's face. Look at that.
Thanks, Facebook.
I don't even know if I could turn that off or what.
So how long can you go live on Twitter now? We should look into that as well. So I'm pretty sure there's live
Yeah.
on Twitter now too.
We should get a different centralized platform to broadcast from.
Hey, I dropped you
Get
some
rid of
links,
this
man. You need to just
Facebook.
pick one.
Alrighty, well, I guess we should just jump right into it. Let's get to the news. Sophie's got a few small updates for us.
Some brand updates.
Very quick though. So Bucky and Chaz will be speaking at SEO Spring Training. Happening when, Bucky?
It's like April 15th through the 18th, I believe.
And then we also have our dentist SEO campaigns that will be launching next Friday. So those are the two big updates that we have coming out. Do you know what you're going to talk about, Bucky?
Yes, I will be talking about client retention and customer success management.
Exciting.
Yeah. Kind of an extension on the local marketing mastermind topic that I did, but with more of a client retention focus.
Hopefully I'll be there to watch you.
Me too. I hope you're there.
You will see.
The local marketing mastermind event was a lot of fun. I liked your speech, so I've actually watched the recordings a couple of times. I actually watched all the recordings a couple of times.
Really?
Yeah. Because I think I told people even when I was there, like I don't really watch them as much when I'm there because I like to have fun and drink.
Yeah.
No, I mean, I also I think I was just out doing some work and stuff, and then working on my presentation up until right before, because no matter how much you work on it, you want to just keep doing more. Probably the most I was ever prepared, but yeah, so I literally just put them on in the background and just watch all of them at various times. Same with a lot of our other training. Speaking of which, I believe, is it the mastermind recordings that are currently still on sale on the website?
Correct.
Yeah, they're still available. We actually had a deal on them last weekend. We may do another deal
it's
soon.
still
going on. I'm not doing
still going on.
All right,
Yeah, so you can
sweet.
still grab it. Speaking of which, if you look under the help menu on our website, you will see a deals page that we will be listing some ongoing deals and updating regularly with the weekend updates, monthly deals, whatever we got going on. So now we have a central place to see where you could save more money, which
Oh,
is pretty
snap.
cool.
There is a deals menu item. I didn't even know that.
Look at
I
that.
think he just deleted it.
That's cool.
I did,
Dropping it
yeah.
in the comments right now.
Look at that. And then if you are signed up to the weekly update as well, we will give you notifications when those deals are updated. So if you don't feel like coming back every day or every week or every month and checking that page frequently, just sign up to the email and we'll let you know what deals are going on and when. And get access to the tests. Huh?
It should make it easier because they don't have to do it over the weekend. They'll have more time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't like working on the weekends, so I can't imagine there are others too.
Yeah, it's definitely. But if you want to grab them while it's hot, like I said, we notify in the weekend email. So if you sign up to that, you can get it while it's hot.
Drop it while it's hot. Is that what you said?
That is also, I think, what we said back in the day. I don't know if that's what the kids are saying nowadays. I don't think so, but
it's nowhere near as cool as what we used to say.
That's what the cool kids say.
Yeah.
As far nowhere near as cool as what we used to say.
The SEO block is hot. That's what we say now. Is that a Lil Wayne song? The block is hot.
I don't know.
Sophie has no clue.
She's Bucky, the golfer gangster over here, the SEO golfer gangster.
SEO Thug Life.
To drop his, yeah.
That's what we need the next beanies, SEO Thug Life, instead of just SEO Life.
SEO Thug Life.
The SEO
that sounds a little black. That sounds a little black hat to me, Bucky. I don't know.
Hey,
I don't know. That sounds a little shady. I mean,
Black hat is an SEO, not the actual color of someone's skin, right?
just call it thug SEO now.
I feel like you can't even say thug nowadays. It's sad.
Yeah, there's a lot. You can't say a lot of things nowadays.
That's true.
Welcome to 2023. Just like you can't say that backlinks aren't required for SEO.
Yeah.
And you can't say that content doesn't matter for rankings.
Content doesn't matter.
Content doesn't matter. You don't need backlinks. Never optimized anchor text. I was actually going to start a bad guru SEO advice post page.
Do it in
and
memes.
Just share.
Do it in memes.
That was actually going to be, but then I decided that I'm too lazy and I don't want to make a bunch of memes for SEO.
Dude, let ChatGPT do it.
ChatGPT, well, yeah, I mean, I could. ChatGPT can't make, oh no, it can make images, right? But through the API, they don't have an integration with their chat front end yet.
No.
Right? Man, they really should. Like, you should be able to be like, make me an image, and then it just like sends it off to the
there's
the
actually
other thing, like,
what's it called? Mid Journey. That's where you can. Yeah, Mid Journey.
Well, yeah, there's a ton of front ends to image generators, but ChatGPT or OpenAI has an image generator. You can generate images with OpenAI.
They have Dolly, but it's horrible with text. Like, you can't say make an image with this text, because then the text that it makes will be like an artistic version of the text, and it will never actually read correctly, and stuff will be misspelled. But Mid Journey is actually pretty good, if you haven't looked at that. And it runs through Discord. So you like join it on Discord and then put in your prompts, and it spits back an image. It'll give you like 4 different options of the image, and then you can click on one image that you like and like make this lighter, make this darker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I used that. I've used Jarvis. There's like a million apps now on your phone. You can just download and make AI images as well. Like, put in a prompt, tell it like what kind of style, if you want a cartoon or artist or realistic or 4K. So, but again, I'm lazy. I don't want to go and do all that when I got like important things to do, even though it would be, if I had nothing better to do, then I would probably do that. Go make SEO memes. Anyways, was there any more brand updates, Sophie, besides
No, there was not.
Besides that, the sale, the
Did you hit the weekend deal or no?
well, it's on that page actually.
Yeah, so 15% off any new event link building campaigns.
That's right.
Use code 15events.
Thanks, Bucky.
Get it while it's hot. Hot off the presses. The limited quantity, okay?
Limited edition.
We've only made so many, and they're going fast.
For a limited time only. You know what? I'm going to drop the price.
Our mastermind recordings are only in limited quantity. There's only so many available.
I used to love infomercials like that. Like those sales.
But wait, there's more. Order now and we'll send you something else that has no value.
Yeah. Hold on, this just in. Oh, they're telling me I can discount it another 10% off for the next 20 minutes.
I miss those.
Oh, you need to. My mother-in-law buys stuff off of QVC all the time. It's still a thing. You just need to look it up.
I don't mean.
Oh yeah, infomercials are still around for sure.
I mean, like the one when they used to do like the ninja bullet and the.
You're talking about the 2 a.m., 3 a.m. after all the other stuff's gone off, and it just starts yelling at you while you're asleep on the couch.
Yes.
Yeah, I love those.
Tim, Tim asked if the code was 15 events. It is 15 events, right?
It
For
is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, the number 15 events. Yep. And I think Bucky, you shared the page with the discount codes on it and stuff too, or someone did there.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be across the top of the web 20, or no, it's at the bottom now, right? The banner.
Yeah. It'll be there starting tomorrow at the bottom.
That's right.
Yeah.
And I'm not going skiing today, Brian. I'm not. I just
Have you guys
I just
seen
like
the reports
hat.
about the Southern California, like the snowing, and people have actually died in that weather that they're having right now? Like, it's insane.
And like
I mean,
damage
it's
something,
snowing.
David Lake. Or yeah.
Yeah, there's all kinds of damages happening too. And it wasn't a little bit of snow. The pictures that I saw was like a truck was covered up to its headlights in snow. Like, it was a lot of snow.
Jeez.
In areas that haven't seen snow in like 40, 50 years. So just absolutely
Sounds like
not
global
prepared for
warming
it.
to me, Bucky.
Might be global warming. Who knows? Polar ice caps are melting. I saw a meme the other day that was like, so back in 1920 or whatever it was, 100 years ago, there were exactly 150 something icebergs, and now here we are in 2023 with 150, and it was literally the same exact number of icebergs then and now. It was kind of a joke meme, obviously, but I'd say everything's real until it's not. I think that's the way the media does it anyway, or everything's not real until it is. Depends on which side of the line you live on.
All right, yeah, we can go with that. All I know is that all my websites rank until they don't.
Yeah, there you go.
I'm number one for everything until I'm not.
Or at least until you ask John Mueller about it and he tells you that what you were doing is against terms and services and you're not supposed to do that. And then obviously you stop doing it and then you lose your rankings, right? Because you always obey what John Mew says.
I was gonna say, do we have any fun comments from John Mew? Oh no, just the page size one.
There wasn't a whole lot in as far as Google says news. There's a couple of
which we really shouldn't call news. It's not really news, but usually the most exciting thing going on in our industry, aside from a Google update, which everyone just freaks out about, which I don't even really notice for the most part anymore, unless it, like I say, it's test sites or like just spammy stuff. Over the years, I've seen some of my older projects go down. If you ever go back and look at some of like the old things you did back in the day, and you're like, oh man, I can't believe I did that.
Yeah.
It worked
Like,
then.
no, I mean some of the things I did before I was doing things that worked. And those things I'm embarrassed of for trying.
You just throw
like
stuff
I tried
at the wall.
I want to hear one.
Yeah.
I want to hear
I
what
tried no. I mean, I try things now that I know won't work, but I just want to see what's gonna happen. But like I used to do things that were just like even just like the basic of just like I'm gonna like scrape email addresses from Yelp and send them an email with Google AdSense, like literally sending them through like a Google AdSense hot like that, just stupid spammy stuff. And it never went anywhere because I mean, first of all, I was like not good at not getting caught. But second of all, people aren't as stupid as I thought they were back then. Like I seriously thought the internet was like, this is way back in the day. I thought it's just like, oh, you just put up a website, people will come to it and buy stuff. That's how that'll work. So yeah, it's embarrassing to go back and look at some of those things that I tried.
I mean, you never know unless you try,
That's true. I mean, better than not trying and getting to where I am today. So that's for sure. But I think the first website I ever put up was it definitely was a Google site. I remember that. And it was like you couldn't even read the text on it. And it was just horrible. It's probably still up actually. I think it is. If I find it, I guess I'll share it if I find it. Watch out in the group for it. I'll look after the vault.
I think the first site that I built and set up was through GoDaddy, and it was their first iteration of website builder, so it was absolutely awful. But within a couple of years after that's when I started doing SEO, and that site actually ranked really well for a long time. And it's no longer on GoDaddy now, of course. I've rebuilt it twice since then. But it ranked really well for years. And I wasn't even buying links at that point. Like it was just, on page and sharing and technical. That was it.
Yeah, back in the day, SEO was definitely a whole different ball game. I'm pretty sure I deleted that website because I was too ashamed of it. Like I'm looking right now and I'm like, I don't even see it. I see some test sites. I see this affiliate site. Oh,
Tim says, any advice for
okay.
ranking a site in France? That's pretty broad. Give us some more
What kind of a
info
website?
there.
Yeah.
What's the niche? What kind of site?
What are we talking about? Where are we at now?
Advice for ranking a site in France is one of the comments here.
Is that a FR, like, is that a specific Google? Like Google FR or something?
Probably.
They don't use google.com, right?
Yeah, that's what they use that for.
Use Comic Sans on my first ever site. I'm pretty sure that's what I used to. I think so. And I had like a black background with white text, but there was like this like line swivel pattern on the background that was like these very thin white lines. So it was like this white text on top of this white lined background. You couldn't even read the text. I did just find the website, but it looks like the template that it was built on or something, like Google just automatically changed it. Like Google was like, hey, we're updating Google sites and we're getting rid of all the sites that look like crap because we just shouldn't allow that. And so now it just looks plain and the form doesn't work. Yeah, this is totally about like how to make money online. It doesn't look published, and I'm happy about that. I think I'm gonna leave it that way. This
Publish it.
copy reads absolutely horrible.
Let's all jump on Mike's Facebook page and just hashtag publish the site.
Release your it's affiliate truth is what the site was called.
Nice.
Yeah. Teaching people how to make money with affiliate marketing when I couldn't sell anything online or make any money online.
I'm looking up.
Alex is just outing himself.
I think.
Alex said, check on archive.org. Some of my old ones are still there. I don't know if I'd give out that info. I built some ugly stuff back in the day.
Luckily, I never did it on a site that you would find. Like, I mean, my site on michaelmilas.com, which is now a PBN. Like, either you become a whitehead SEO or live long enough to become a PBN.
Yeah.
My old agency website's now a PBN website, but yeah, even that I wasn't too proud of it at one point, but it at least was like kind of basic. I don't know if you'd be able to find any of my really bad stuff. Like that stuff's buried in places that like you probably wouldn't even know it was me, actually, to be honest. Which is also probably why I never made any money. Because no one would trust me or ever buy anything from a WordPress.com website with an affiliate link.
Right. Never really got that branding figured out, huh?
Never really understood that they need to know who they're buying from generally if they want to give you money.
Hilarious. All the stuff we preach now is everything we did wrong in the past.
Exactly.
It's just the perfect way to say it.
Anything I get, any good advice I give you is built off of massive failures in my history. If it's not, then it's probably not the best advice, to be honest.
Exactly. I mean, that's how you generally know that somebody knows their shit, is when they screwed up a lot of times and learned from it.
That's for sure. So maybe I will publish that site. Maybe it'll make me more credible. Here's what I learned not to do.
Look how far he's come.
That's good stuff. So we want to run through the news maybe real quick?
Yeah,
What's going on there?
Let's dash through it. There was some in here previous to me adding some, so some of these you may know more about than I do. But I'll just get started. So Google is now showing products from Google Business Profile directly in Google Shop results. So that's pretty cool. We've been saying for the last couple of years, if you're not using Google products in Google Business Profile, that you probably should, because they were heading to this, and now they are. So secondary, Google February 2023, the product reviews update is done rolling out. There was definitely a lot of chatter in a lot of the forums and on Twitter about product review sites getting hit pretty hard with that. And we did mention that a couple of weeks ago, that they were opening that up. It's now closed as of March 7th. That's done. So let us know if you saw any movement there. OpenAI's ChatGPT and Whisper API are now available for developers. ChatGPT is 90% cost reduction comparatively, so that's great. Google removes job search experience from South Korean search results. This is one that I didn't get a chance to look at, but we could talk about it if we need to. Brave search engine summarizing web pages in SERPs. So Brave SERPs now features a rich result created by an AI summarizer, sometimes summarizing 2 web pages in a single summary. That's cool. Some more AI stuff there. This one's pretty big for any of you guys that are running ads. So Google Ads launches Performance Max for travel goals. That's of course going to affect, hotel booking, that sort of stuff, pretty heavily. So if you work with hotels or hotel chains, it's AI-powered tool for hotel advertisers, enabling to create multi-format ads. So that's pretty neat. Maybe a vertical that you guys might want to start looking at now that that's a thing. YouTube overlay ads are being deprecated. I think it's a month or so from now. So those pop-up ads, banner ads that you see at the bottom, they're getting rid of those. And then they've also updated a new and improved trends portal, which brings real-time trends on the homepage that update every hour, and then links connecting trending topics to relevant articles. So it highlights what's trending in your country or region up to the hour. So for you content creators or anybody that follows YouTube trends for content for your clients, that's a huge update. Google I/O is May 10th, and you can certainly look that up. It's one of their biggest tech conferences, if not the biggest. They're going to talk about Bard, of course, and then the new Android version will most likely be talked about there as well. Google just expanded service-specific ads in 70 additional business categories. So if you're running local service ads, that's just opened up massively. So make sure to check that out. Google updates 2 ads policies as well. So an update to their healthcare and medical policy now allows certified telemedicine providers to promote online pharmacies in Sweden. That's expected to roll out in other countries as needed as well. So if you're in the healthcare niche, definitely look at that. Update to review guidelines. So the update there was minimal, but it does give more context around what personal information means and what counts as fake engagement. So if you've got any hinky reviews going on, check that out. It may be something worth looking at. Bing is getting local ad extensions. And then Let's see. The ads will provide other business information like location, phone number, operating hours. Similar to Google, local search ads are currently available only in North America. And then the last one for updates or news is that apparently Meta is bringing Messenger back into the Facebook app. So I think they're trying to compete with all of the other apps that are, currently keeping everything in one. I never understood why they took it out, but they're putting it back apparently. And then a couple of Google says, so Brian Stark tweeted basically saying now Google Analytics 4 can fit up to 2,000 properties per account. Previous default was 100 properties. So that's a huge update for Google Analytics 4. So certainly if you're, managing multi-location or you got a crap ton of clients that you want to manage under one account, you can now do that up to 2,000. And then John Mueller says page size is not a ranking factor. So I don't know if we want to discuss that. I think Mike's probably got some input as far as that last one goes, but he says Google does not have anything specific signal that says page sizes of X to Y get a ranking boost or decline. Which that makes sense that they wouldn't have that specific, ratio, but it's another misleading quote from John Mew, right?
Yeah, I mean, eventually there's not going to be any it's all going to be AI and machine learning. So yeah, nothing is going to be like, oh, you can just name it black and white in Google. That's like the factor. But yeah, I mean, if I just slap tons of content on a page, I've taken a bunch of relevant pages, put them together. I've increased the code on a page, like just the bad code, essentially, like over fluff the code, and both of them have caused fluctuations in ranking. I've seen it where adding more just useless code to the site makes it go up in ranking, and I've had multiple pages where they were ranking very well individually, and I've combined them into like a big article with an index and all kinds of stuff like that, and like all the rankings just completely shattered.
Yeah.
So
he did add that it could have implications on page experience, of course, and crawling. So to your point, I mean, if you've got 4,000 words of content and 1,000 lines of code, and you're just doing it to have more than your competitors, like what is that user experience like? Are they actually scrolling and reading all that crap? And then B, is the bot, the crawl bot, having too much to look at and just going, hey, this is way too much and it's spammy and we're going to ding the site for it or whatever. But I think at some point it's going to become a chicken and egg argument. Like, what came first, the chicken or the egg? It's like, it's parity based, obviously. Google knows what it likes in specific niches for specific search terms. And that's what they award with the top 3, top 10, whatever you want to look at. Those pages are ranking for a reason. And generally it's going to be links and content. Well, if your content in the top 3 sites have 1,500 words each for their homepage, then you should probably have around 1,500 words each. But if you go up to 2,000, is it going to be too much? Or is it more of a quality thing? Is it, hey, okay, since you do have more and it's more authoritative, it's better content, do people sit on your site longer? And is that why it's rewarded? It's just, you never really know. And I mean, it makes sense that you're saying it doesn't matter, but
yeah, I mean, it's load speeds, it's user experience. It's like, if you have a bunch of images that are massive HD quality and they're loading very slow, or maybe there's a huge video that's loading or something, but that's not necessarily a good or a bad experience or a good or a bad thing. So yeah, I mean, I guess he's right. There's not any factor, but it's still just good old John Mueller just saying things that
I would add. Page size does matter if the top 3 have better quality content than you do. That's
what kind of content too. Is it images? Is it video? Like it's actual, like the actual size of the page isn't necessarily the two just words. It could be all kinds of stuff that's on that page that's loading or interactive or whatever. So yeah, the fact is page size can affect a lot of things that could affect rankings, but itself is not something that you're like, oh, I need to change this to rank better or worse. But it's whatever. I just love how John Mueller wastes time with vague answers.
He's got us talking about it though.
That's just because I'm easy to irritate.
That's what it is. John Mueller's just like, he's like, how can I piss off Michael Milas today? Let me see what I want to respond to these tweets.
I'm just, I'm sure he gets up every day and he's like, I gotta troll Mike. So when he gets on that SEO vault,
he's got his alarm clock set for 1:45 EST on Thursday, so he can tune in.
I would lose my shit the day that John Mueller comes on here and comments while we're live on the vault. As much as I talk shit about him and all of his comments, I would feel honored to have.
How great would that be?
I would be like, shit, all right. So, hey, we got some questions for you, John.
Yeah, since we have you.
Since we're here, we got some questions we'd like you to answer for us.
Awesome stuff.
That's good stuff.
But yeah, that's the news in the Google says. I know there was a lot, but I found a lot of cool stuff.
Nothing. Yeah, I don't think nothing too major on the ranking fronts, or like a lot of cool AI stuff. Did you mention Brave, the Brave browser?
Yeah, I kind of glossed over it.
I'm a huge Brave user, not their browser because it sucks, but I keep trying to use it because I use their whatchamacallit, their what browser? What's it called? The Chromey thingy. Is that called a browser? My brain just like went to mush for a second.
The Chrome extension?
No, the actual browser, the app they use to surf the internet.
Yeah,
not their search engine.
Their search engine, yeah.
Not their search engine, their browser. Like what's Chrome? Chrome is a browser, right?
Yes, that's a browser.
Yeah, exactly. So I use their browser, but not their search engine.
How much sleep?
I want to use me. I'm probably like 4 hours and like a pot of coffee. So, but yeah, like most search engines, their search engine sucks, but their browser's awesome. It's crypto based, which is also why I'm a huge fan. I think I make like $5 to $10 a month just working with their browser, like for work and stuff. But I would love to use their actual search engine. So I'm interested to see how this evolves with AI as they start to integrate that more.
Yeah, it looks like they've got 3 different language models that it was trained with, or composed of 3 different language models trained on different tasks. So Q&A, and then let's see.
Yeah, there's a few different. Yeah, Brave browser, and they reward you in BAT, basic attention token is what it's called, the cryptocurrency.
Oh, this is cool. They actually run it through a summarizer or paraphrasing model, which tries to rewrite the input so that repetition is removed and that language is kept uniform to improve readability. That's one of the toughest things for any of these chat models and things to deal with, is repetition and like saying the same word and using it at every prompt that you get back. It's like, it's also worth noting, like that was one that ChatGPT was just stuck on. I had to finally tell it to stop saying that. It's like, do not use these words.
Well, it's because it's trying to complete the language. It's not trying to answer a question.
Yeah.
That's what people don't understand, is that these language models aren't actually answering or giving you information. They're literally saying what would be expected to say based on their knowledge and understanding of language. Like it is that basic, which is why you can tell it things. And if it's in like an individual chat GPT prompt, you're training it within that one individual chat, which is why you can tell it things and then make it respond differently based on what you taught it. It's not because you taught it like 1 + 1 = 2, but if you tell it that, if you say 1 + 1 = 5, it doesn't learn that 1 + 1 = 5. It learns that if someone says what's 1 + 1, that it would normally say 5 to answer that.
Yeah.
Not that that is actually the answer to 1 + 1. It doesn't understand math. Is
It's
the point.
Every
So-
time a news story comes out, it's like ChatGPT is racist. ChatGPT said that you could make this, bomb out of these things. And it's like, well, no, ChatGPT didn't say that. Somebody input that in there and told them, gave the instruction of exactly what they wanted it to say.
Makes you wonder why they trained their language model on how to build a bomb to begin with.
I mean, it was
no, I mean,
on
but
a
you
Wikipedia
would know
page,
that.
probably.
Well, no, but I mean, if you just learned about chemicals and substance and science, you would learn.
Yeah.
That's the problem with AI. You can't stop it from learning something if you give it the data.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's a lot of fun. But anyways, we got any comments? I think we could wrap it up here if we don't got anything else.
No, I don't
Already
see any.
3 o'clock. Jeez.
Yeah, it's late. I think I'm about done for the day too. So.
Isn't it 2 o'clock where you are?
Yeah. What's your point?
Definitely not late, Mike. It's not late there.
What you trying to say?
That's
It is when you get up at. It is when you get up at. What time did I get up? 4:30, 4:35.
What?
I went to bed at like 12:31.
Why did you get up so early? Never mind.
No, you don't.
I don't know why I asked that. It's your business. I don't care.
There's no reasons, Bucky.
Your circadian rhythm is just weird to me.
I don't think you have a circadian. There is no circadian. No, I don't.
Okay.
I don't have. There's no.
That makes sense.
No rhyme or reason.
Yeah.
To what happens.
No, that tracks.
Just. Yeah.
That definitely tracks.
Okay, that tracks. You just got to be like, oh yeah, that's Mike. It's. So. Anyway, thank you everybody for tuning in. SEO Vault episode 181. This is Mike, your host, with Sophie and Bucky. Remember to download us, take us in your pocket on all your favorite podcast stations. Also watch us on YouTube, Facebook. Get your free audits and recommendations on web20ranker.com. And we will see you next Tuesday at 2 p.m. Eastern on the SEO Vault.
Next Thursday.
So until then, next Thursday. Yeah, Thursday, not Tuesday. So until then, I will try and get some more sleep. So have a nice day.